Okay, so it is Thursday, July 30th. I actually had to check that. 2026. It's actually almost 5 o'clock. It's pretty late in the day for me to be recording this. I usually tend to do it in the morning or early afternoon, but had a pretty busy, very busy morning. I've had a pretty long morning, and I figured I'm just about done with 30 Rock. Let me go ahead and finish it so I will record afterwards, and I finished it maybe 6 minutes ago. So 30 Rock is finished. I wanted to get it done before the end of July, and I did. So I think that's both Season 6 and Season 7 in this past 7 days. How much of Season 5 did I have left? I'm not sure. I might have had to finish that as well. But 30 Rock is done. Show was great. Absolutely loved it. I guess technically not done because I haven't seen the reunion special yet. But I figure Jose and I will, because he's the one that got me into 30 Rock, he and I will probably watch it together later today, maybe tomorrow, because he hasn't seen it yet either. But absolutely loved the show. I didn't cry at the end, but I got very, very close in, I think it was the anti-penultimate episode. I mean, I guess the finale is a two-parter, so maybe it is just the penultimate episode. But that scene at the airport where Liz hugs the twins, that actually started getting me. I was like, I did not expect 30 Rock to almost make me cry, but here we are. Show's fantastic. I binged the new season of King of the Hill. It was about a week ago. I think it was last Friday. I had a really good time with it. I watched it with a friend of mine, and another friend of ours joined us partway through. Just had an absolute blast. I've always really liked King of the Hill. Sorry, I did not write my stuff down with my hand, because this one's fine. This one, it's still in a cast. But I have my notes in front of me on my computer. So other stuff. With Higurashi, I read Minogoroshi and Matsuri Bayashi, again, with the manga. So I am also done with Higurashi. I feel like there were big 3 things I wanted to finish this week, which would be, by the end of July. Finishing Higgs, which I got done. I think I finished it Monday, maybe Tuesday. 30 Rock and Taylor Swift. Not done with Taylor Swift yet. I have one album to go, because I believe since the last video, I have listened to Midnight's and Tortured Poets Department. Not the anthology version, just the original. It's hard to say the original when the anthology came out like 2 hours later, but my general stance is I will listen to the original version of an album. I will not listen to like the deluxe edition. And if the album drops as a double album, I will listen to the double album. If it doesn't, that's just extra shit that I don't have to do if I don't want to. And I'm gonna be honest, I really did not care for those last 2 albums. They felt like a collection of songs I've already heard before. And there were some that I liked. I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't. But overall, it was just like, this isn't doing it for me. I'm glad I'm almost done, but I have one left, and so for all I know, Life of a Showgirl is going to be phenomenal. I'm like, can't say she's ending on a high note, because she's not finishing her career as far as I am aware. I expect there will be more albums, but at least hopefully this experiment will end on a high note. If Life of a Showgirl just feels like more of the same, I am going to be kind of disappointed. Yeah, I would be kind of disappointed, but, it is what it is. I don't think Taylor Swift is losing any sleep over me going, yeah, I thought the past couple albums were mid. Yeah, I didn't really say anything about Higurashi except that I finished it. Minogoroshi is still one of my 2 favorite arcs. I do want to do a Higurashi video soon. I don't know if that'll be tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow, Saturday, or so, whenever I get around to it. Just sitting down, here are my thoughts after reading the manga. But I love Minogoroshi. Matsuri Bayashi, I think, is good. I do like it. I think it is a satisfying ending. I just don't think it's quite as good as the 2 arcs that came before it. And I think for me, it's part of it is just, it's just super long. And it's the ending. It's going to be really long. It's the big climax. It's going to be really long. But a lot of it is just giving a lot of backstory, and it's good backstory, and it's for characters who need it. how do I want to say this? Because I feel like I'm saying, man, the ending has a lot going on. I don't think it's too much, and I think it's important. I just don't like it as much as the previous 2 arcs, but it's still good shit. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. In other news, the Tokon beta was last weekend, and it was a lot of fun. I did actually manage to play it even, with my hand in a freaking cast. And I was able to win some games. I was able to win some games with my friends. I was able to win some online. I was like, this feels good. I've also been able to play Smash like this, and I have also done surprisingly a lot better than I was expecting, and I will take that. I haven't played Ruby Knight yet, but it is something that gets me a little excited. I'm like, alright, if I can play Smash and Tokon, I'm probably going to be able to play this game, but I might hold off. Just gives me time to do other stuff and kind of gives me something to look forward to. Karamazov, didn't get a whole lot done, but was able to read a few chapters here and there. I have officially gotten to the murder, and we're at the early part of the investigation, so I think the plot has finally started happening. I'm around 620 or so, something like that, so I still have about 400 pages to go, but progress is being made, and for me, I think now that Higgs is done, 30 Rock is done, like 2 of my big time-consuming projects, theoretically, I can be spending a lot of that time now and putting it into Karamazov. So, here's that. I think the only other thing to say is we did start our Pathfinder campaign. We had our Session 0, and I think kind of Session 1 last Saturday. Session 2 should be next Saturday. But what I wanted to share is that my first 2 rolls of the campaign, the first was a bluff check, which is my character's best stat. I think it's if I'm telling what seems to be a believable lie, my bluff is plus 15, which is pretty absurd. So my first roll of the campaign was a 31. That is insane. That is cracked. My second roll of the campaign was a natural 1. And I just immediately thought to myself, I was like, yeah, that's perfectly balanced. That works. That makes sense. So that was just really fun. So that's pretty much it for the week. So it's the end of July. So July in review and looking ahead to August. So throughout July, a lot of 30 Rock, getting it done. A lot of Higurashi, getting it done. I also forgot, because I typed these notes, I think, before I watched the Godzilla movie. We did watch another Godzilla movie. I've seen Godzilla vs. Mothra. Need to do a video on that, too. Anyways, sorry. But started watching Godzilla movies again. I've watched 4 movies of the Heisei era this month. Also watched Obsession, The Odyssey, the Masters of the Universe movie. Tomorrow, I think my sister and I are going to go try to see Spider-Man, so that's just another movie I've watched in July. Like I said, reading Higgs, reading Karamazov, watching 30 Rock, watching the new season of King of the Hill. Played some Tokon, thought the beta was fun. Haven't played the Avatar game yet, but that looks pretty neat. I've watched Clay play the first 4 episodes of Deltarune, and he's partway through episode 5. I broke my hand. It's a notable part of July. And I've also gotten some Orichalcuming done. There was that Athena chapter that I think I finished that this month. That might have been in June, but I think it was July. And I've done a lot of work on Harley's first chapter. I don't think it's quite done, but I'm very, very close to the end, very close to finishing it. So looking ahead to August, I have a trip coming up. I think I've mentioned this, but I am going out of state for a week for my aunt and uncle's wedding anniversary. I'm looking forward to that, just having a nice vacation. Getting my cast off, that's definitely going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that too. Watching more Godzilla movies, hopefully finishing the Heisei era, 98, and then we're going to do the Millennium era, which... Okay, so the Millennium era, I think, is 6 movies. 98 would be 7, and then 3 more in Heisei. That'd be 10 films. That's doable. I don't know if we will do all of that, but hopefully we can at least finish the Heisei era, if not do a lot more. So I do plan to finish Karamazov next month. I do want to get more Orichalcoming done. I plan on playing Ruby Knight, like I said, when I get my cast off. Reading Tsukihime. And I do think my next show is going to be Victory Gundam. We're going to try to get back on the Gundam horse. I think that's the plan. I think that's the play. Off the dome, I don't know. Oh, I'm trying to think, like, what else is coming out in August? There's that movie. It's called Buddy. And it looks like Five Nights at Freddy's if it was created by the creator of Too Many Cooks. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I think that will be a wild, fun experience. I think Coyote v Acme. I think that also comes out in August. Okay, sorry. There's Buddy, Coyote v Acme, Valpurgis Not Rising, if I'm able to see it. I don't know if they've announced theaters in the US yet. I think they have said that it's gonna be showing in Latin America. So we'll see if it's showing in the United States. I don't know if it'll be showing in Oklahoma. I hope it is, but even then, if it's like the other side of the state, I'm not gonna be able to see it, but it's Valpurgis Not Rising. I'm gonna do what I can to see it. We'll see. I might have to go on another road trip after this other one if things go that way. But also my birthday. That's about midway through the month. So a decent amount of stuff in August for me to look forward to. I think that's about it for this one, so I'll see.